In this video, you will learn how to rest without guilt, reconnect with what's real, and succeed without sacrificing your nervous system. Dark productivity has become a trap. Whether you are a professional, a business owner, a freelancer, or a student, you have probably felt it. That constant pressure to stay busy, stay relevant, stay ahead, even when you are exhausted, even when you can't remember why you are still pushing. Sometimes we even leave behind peaceful towns, familiar faces, and the comfort of home to move to bigger cities, chasing a better life, chasing a better hustle. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with dreaming bigger. But what's the point if you end up doing the exact opposite of what you were searching for? If you trade your peace for pressure? Now you might say, but what if my career's at stake? What if I'm under pressure to perform, or I don't get promoted, or my business isn't doing as well as it used to? I get that. I have been there, and without realizing it, I found myself slipping into dark productivity. My health took a hit, my cholesterol shot up, my blood pressure spiked. I was working harder than ever, but not feeling any better. That's when I asked myself one question that changed everything. Where is the wisdom, MD, in losing your emotional, mental, and physical health just to save your business or prove a point in your career? That question led me to the framework I will share with you today. It helped me step out of the loop, rebuild my energy, become more focused, and actually get better results. It helped me shift from dark productivity to something I now call aligned productivity, where success doesn't cost you your sanity. In this video, you will learn how to rest without guilt, reconnect with what's real, and succeed without sacrificing your nervous system. I'm not here to give you hacks, motivation, or hype. I am here to walk you through a mental reset that can change how you experience work, time, and even your sense of self. In just a moment, I will take you through the same framework I mentioned earlier, the one that changed everything for me. I call it the Reclaim Framework. It is a simple 3-step process that helped me break free from this mindset and rebuild my life from the inside out. And don't miss the final question I ask at the end of this video. It is not something you answer with words. It is something that wakes you from within. Now let me ask you something. Do you wake up feeling tired? And even then you feel like you are not doing enough. You're tired and yet you feel you're not doing enough. You haven't even started your day and guilt is already there. The voice inside your head says, you should have woken up earlier. You are wasting time again. You pick up your phone and the race begins. Someone's at the gym, someone's launching a business, someone's already posted their wins by 7 a.m. And in that moment, your chest tightens. You feel like you are behind, like you have already failed before the day has even started. But this isn't ambition. This isn't self-discipline. This is dark productivity. A hidden program in your mind that turns every moment of rest into guilt, that makes you believe you are only valuable if you are constantly producing, achieving, doing. And most people live like this their entire lives without even realizing what's running them. You think it's okay to be like this. You think it's your fault, but it is not. Dark productivity is fueled by something deeper, internalized capitalism, the belief that your worth equals your output. You never questioned the starting line. You just kept running. But what if, just for a moment, you questioned it? What if you are not actually behind in life? What if you have just been running in the wrong direction? They taught you that rest is weakness, that performance equals purpose, that success is only for those who punish themselves hardest. And slowly, silently, You began to believe them. You believed, if I stop, I disappear. But that's not productivity. That's performance-based identity. That's a nervous system running on borrowed beliefs. And the truth is, your nervous system is exhausted. Not from work, but from constantly trying to prove you belong. You keep saying, I will rest when I earn it. But when did rest become a reward, not a right? Who sold you that lie? I asked myself the same questions years ago at a time when I was stuck in a job that looked good on paper but felt like slow suffocation. I still remember the pressure in my chest, the tension that would tighten the moment I woke up, the constant need to prove myself, to appear successful, disciplined, useful, until one day I stopped. I stopped chasing what I was told to want. I quit that short corporate stint and chose to build something of my own around what I love to do. Within a short span, I turned it into a one-man business. I became a millionaire. But more importantly, I became free. Today, the noose around my chest hasn't just loosened, it has disappeared. That feeling of never doing enough, gone. And it didn't happen by accident. It happened because I started asking questions that no one around me was asking. Quiet questions, honest ones. Questions that don't give you answers right away, but like I said, they wake you up. So let's get into it. These are the 3 steps that form what I call the Reclaim framework. This is the mental reset I promised you. It is not about giving up on ambition. It is about rewiring the code that makes you suffer in the name of success. These are the same steps that helped me step out of the loop, rebuild my nervous system, and finally create a life I didn't want to escape from. Let's begin. Step 1. Catch the voice. The next time you feel anxious for resting or doing nothing, pause. Ask, whose voice is this? Sometimes it is your boss, sometimes your childhood, sometimes an invisible culture profiting from your exhaustion. But it is not you. Just this one question can interrupt a lifetime of pressure. Because when you see the voice is not yours, you no longer obey it automatically. Step 2. Speak the unspoken. Say it softly, firmly, even if you don't believe it yet. I am worthy even if I am unproductive. This is not affirmation. It is disruption. It is a new signal to the subconscious mind. You see, the cage wasn't made of steel. It was made of words you never questioned. And this one sentence, it begins to break the pattern. When you repeat it without trying to fix yourself, you begin to rewire your self-worth from the inside out. Step 3. Reconnect with what's real, not abstract purpose, not spiritual fluff. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I enjoy doing when no one is watching, even if I am not paid for it? That's your thread. Build 1 hour a week around that. Just 1 hour. That 1 hour becomes your rebellion, your recalibration. That's where your nervous system remembers who you were before you became a product, a number, a performer. That's where you begin again. Now, I want you to pause for a second and really think about this, because some questions, like I said, don't come with answers, but they wake you up. When was the last time you did something for yourself, just for yourself, without feeling the need to justify it to anyone? Not because it looked good on Instagram, not because it added to your resume, not because someone told you it is productive, just because it made you feel alive. And no, I'm not talking about binge watching 5 episodes, drowning your weekend in alcohol, or partying so hard that by Monday you don't even remember what happened Saturday night. If your answer to that question takes more than 5 seconds, something is broken. And no routine, no planner, no productivity hack can fix it. Maybe you are not unmotivated. Maybe you are just done chasing things that were only real in someone else's story. And now you are starting to realize you have been living someone else's dream. This is spiritual suffocation disguised as hustle, a silent burnout in the name of ambition. Most people will die productive, but never peaceful. It's time you understood. You are carrying centuries of internalized rules you never wrote. But the moment you see the program, you no longer have to run it. You must choose to end the cycle. The question is, will you? If this video stirred something in you, then you are not just watching anymore, you are waking up. And that means you are ready for the real work. Your next step is Foundation X. But first, if you are done with toxic productivity, hit like. It tells the algorithm this message matters. And subscribe, because next week's video goes even deeper into the knowledge and tools that should have been taught in school. Inside Foundation X, my flagship home study course, you will not just learn strategies, you will rebuild the subconscious architecture that drives your decisions, habits, and identity. And now I have added something brand new to the experience, an exclusive guided hypnosis session I call the Deep Code Reset. What does that mean? It simply means this: the code that's been deeply written into your subconscious mind, the one responsible for dark productivity, the one that's been making you chase goals you didn't choose, forcing you to run a race you never signed up for, that code must be reset. Because until you rewrite the program, nothing really changes. Everything else is just information, motivation, or worse, fluff. This is different. This is transformation at the root. The deep code reset for dark productivity is available only inside Foundation X. Click the link in the description. Step into the work, and this time, do it for you. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take charge.